Well, I'll tell you what I think.
Last November, my sister-in-law, Shannon, died 18 months after a diagnosis with acute myelogenous leukemia. And at the time of her death, she was working to become a medical advocate for critically ill patients in the United States who were having difficulty negotiating the complex bureaucracy that is the healthcare insurance industry. She was also advocating on behalf of comprehensive healthcare reform. Because the vote is just a short day and a half away, I wanted to take the time to put my thoughts on all of the healthcare reform issues down on paper. So I wrote them up in the form of a letter, which I posted yesterday, and I'd like to read it now. To all of my friends, students, colleagues, etc., who are under the impression that the United States currently has the best healthcare system in the world, and that the Democrats' healthcare bill is really an attempt to begin the process of socializing the institutions of American government, with all due respect, oh my God. Firstly, the perception you've developed is not borne out in empirical reality. Far more people leave the U.S. for medical care than come to it. And while it is true to say that we do have the best medical technology in the world, please tell me what good it does when only a small percentage of the population has access to it. The U.S. is ranked 37th on the World Health Organization's list of healthcare systems. But we are only as high up as that because of the extremely advanced technologies that allow for the wealthiest amongst us to thrive far beyond the rest of us. We in the United States allow far more of our own people to die from lack of health care than any other civilized country in the world. It's shameful. And the ironic part about it is that we already spend twice as much on health care as a percentage of GDP than the second highest country on the list, which is Canada. The reason? Because we have so many uninsured, the poorest wait until their situations reach crisis level to seek treatment. They show up at the ER where they cannot be turned away. But ER attention is not health care. Just because it is illegal to turn someone away from an emergency room in the United States does not mean that everyone, quote, has access to health care. It means there is a bottom shame threshold beneath which we will not allow ourselves to publicly sink. But that is not something to take pride in. A sister of a family friend died because she did not have health insurance, and she was diagnosed with leukemia, the same type my sister had, and the hospital would not give her chemo because she had no insurance. She died 5 weeks after her diagnosis. They killed her. It's that simple. And contrary to the inane screechings of hysterical right-wing talk show hosts, the Democrats are not being sneaky. They're trying to find a way to do the right thing by the American people in the face of a massive and insidious propaganda campaign by the corporate powers that be, within media like Fox, who want you to believe that life in the United States is a zero-sum game, and that if others are taken care of, you will be worse off. But that is the opposite of the truth. We have no business calling ourselves a society if we won't come to an agreement on this most basic of ideas, that it's our obligation to take care of each other, period. We are the only industrialized democracy whose people have yet to make that statement. There is no freedom without health care. If any citizen in a so-called democratic society is forced to choose between a home and medical care, then all citizens in that society are oppressed. This is not about Obama or the Democrats or big government trying to socialize everything. Socialism has never happened that way. It is about being human and decent and acting like citizens in a democratic society. And if you're Christian, It's about applying the golden rule as well. For goodness sake, stop buying the lies and the fear-mongering and stand up for what is decent and right and long overdue. Health care for all. Who are we if we don't?
That's pretty much it.